All right, what's going on, everybody? Gabe Card Stacks here. Been buying. I am buying. Let's see what I have been buying. See if we can learn anything. If I've taught you anything or if I've made you any money, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's begin. Here we go. Okay, so I've been waiting on this. I am very behind on my feedback, and sometimes I mentioned in my last video, sometimes people just don't ship the cards at all, or it just never gets delivered, it gets stuck somewhere, and I'm out of the eBay policy window or whatever. This is one of those cards. It's just been stuck forever. It'll get there eventually, I feel. As long as there's tracking at some point, I'm usually okay with waiting it out. It's when there's no tracking, it hasn't been shipped, or they maybe send it to the post office, but there is no like direct tracking that's uploaded, whatever. This has been sitting for a while, and I was like, I don't think this is coming, but just must have got stuck in the scans. Calvin Johnson green, 2015 Topps Chrome. This is my favorite Calvin Johnson image. I like it. I'm not a huge 2015 fan with the border. I think this was like $3 or $4, something pretty cheap, but Calvin, a GOAT, so I like that. I'll throw it in a binder. Been buying a ton of those 2015 Calvins. Just think it's cool. Love the content. Keep it up. J-Raw MVP on Discord. Good dude. Very active on the Discord. When there was beef with that like NBC reporter who had accused me of not disclosing damage on that Evan Stewart, it was a big saga, and that was sometime in the fall. J-Raw came in with the assist. He was like, if you go on your computer or something, he let me find this listing that was like 3 months old. This guy, he had come out and he was like, hey, I noticed this damage, but I didn't say anything. And now 4 months after my purchase, I'm going to say something and try to drag you on the internet. So shout out J-Raw. I bought this from him on eBay. Big member in the Discord. Link is down below for free if you want to join. Roderick Robinson, 101. This is like the multicolor Mojo. I don't remember. I don't remember what this parallel is called, but I like Roderick Robinson. Like Georgia this year. Hard not to. I'm not a huge Trevor Etienne guy. We'll see how he does, but Roderick Robinson. Lincoln, San Diego guy. I think that's where Akili Smith Jr. is from as well, who's also in Bowman, or in Leaf Metal. All right, this I got from AJC, I think, on Twitter. Yeah, AJC. Shout out AJC. One of the best sellers on Twitter, just super prompt. Always, closes out the stack, gets it shipped pretty fast. Never had any issues. I've been having issues with stack sailors on Twitter lately. One in particular. Still waiting for my total, but nothing but great things from AJC. So pick these up. I think this was like $11 shipped, which was pretty crazy. He's always posting good deals, so definitely go follow him. Shaz Preston, purple to 10, $5. Not bad. At Tulane now. I think he's from, where's he from? Oh, played under 15 football with Eli Holstein, also in Bowman University. I think he's from Louisiana, or maybe he's from Alabama. But now going to Tulane, I think that's great for him. Drop down a level. He's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman. We'll see what he does. They've got Mario Williams, who's their coach, John Summerall. They brought in a running back. Should be pretty solid. They don't know what their quarterback situation is going to look like. Ty Thompson. I'm not a huge Ty Thompson guy. Phoenix kid. Went to Oregon. Sat there for 3-4 years. Got out-recruited from the portal every single year. Juju Watkins, refractor with Hannah Hidalgo. One of my favorite cards. Just to buy, just 2 freshman All-Americans, the 4th and 5th to ever do that. The 4th and 5th freshmen to ever win or get named All-American. So there we go. So I buy that in all sorts of forms. COMC, base, sport lots, refractors, color, anything cheap under like the $6 range, I'll buy it. More Topps Chrome McDonald's All-American. Malaysia Full Wiley, Ray Wave. Or is this number? Yeah, these are the numbered ones. There's the Ray Wave and then there's the Lava. These are the $2.99. Must have paid under $5 for this. We'll see if it's gradable. That, maybe the Shaz, maybe the Topps Chrome there. A little heavy on the top, a little jammed in here. Let's let it breathe a little. Yeah, Malaysia, South Carolina, national champ, SEC tournament, most valuable player or most important player in the tournament. I don't remember what the exact award was called, but one of the best freshmen in the country. People are optimistic for her. She's just a dog, just a scorer. a threat. So really fun to watch, little magician out there. Okay, so this is not a good sign when you get mail like this, and there's nothing in here. There's the envelope that the person sent the card in, and I don't think there's anything. It looks like it just got completely shredded, and yeah, it's just taped too, so I'm not gonna show my address. I bought this on my Discord. It was a, what was it? Oh, it was a Caden Salter auto for 15 bucks. You know, it is what it is. Chalk that up to the game. You never want to see this, and it was just completely empty. So I don't know if someone just shredded that and tried to get something out of it. I don't know. We'll never know, but disappointing. It is what it is. You never want to see that, though. I was shocked that, like, it actually just showed up and that's all that was in there, though. All right, this I bought on Ryan's Discord. I've been trying to be more active. I normally just stay in the collegiate card market and scoop up some deals here and there. Just been buying Carson Beck. I imagine at this point, I mean, there's always someone like a Jaden Daniels who would come up. Donovan Smith was number 2 in a mock draft. I forgot from what website, but that's just ridiculous. And, you know, there's going to be other guys, I imagine, who make a jump. I got this for, I think, 80 bucks. I think it was stickered at 80. I felt good just having a little bit of room. I know it's green shimmer. A gold that did like 113, which wasn't great, but I think there were other cards that I was like, you know what? There was a comp where it made sense. I'm like, you know what? A PSA 10, Carson Beck, projected number 1 quarterback, maybe number 1 overall pick. We'll see. It just made sense. So been buying a little bit more into that. Link is down below if you want to join. $15 a month. We'll see. All right. This is a fun one here. I've mentioned it before. I'm on a just non-sports PC type, just my childhood stuff kick. This is a 2000 Psyduck Team Rocket set. Not a first edition or anything, but it's a PSA 9. This is like a 30-cent card if you were to go on ComC, but just thought I'm big right now on just the encapsulation and showing how old cards are. Maybe it's just my son. I don't know. Maybe when he's like older and can realize like, oh, these cards are like from when my dad was a kid. So I think that's kind of what's changed. One, my perception on grading and slabs and stuff, and then also just cheap stuff like this where I'm like, it's a 30-cent card, but I would pay $10 to have it labeled, preserved, and in decent condition with the age. I just think it's cool. It helps non-sport. Like when I post this on my personal Instagram, like, I don't know, people can relate to it a little bit more, I guess, or identify it. I don't know, but Psyduck, my wife's favorite Pokemon, Psyduck and Jigglypuff, always been her favorites. Just think Psyduck's cute. I mean, this one's kind of evil with Team Rocket. But a bit that I've always done, like whenever I've got a headache or something, or someone else has a headache, I always call them Psyduck, or I was like, man, I feel like Psyduck right now because he's always just holding his head. I don't know. I think it's funny. You know, I know when I'm around like my type of people and like the right people when they get that joke. When it doesn't land, I'm like, okay, I can't. I gotta go now because they just look at you and they're like, what are you talking about? But the people who understand, like, I got a headache, and like, oh, okay, Psyduck, and then they're like, what? It's tough. You got to know your audience. Okay, and this was a cool little lot. Is it great? Whatever. I got 3-card lot of Inception on eBay. These were all freshly listed, I think, and I just decided to buy them all. Combined shipping, I think it was like $3 shipping. Spent $25 total on these. Will Rogers, not my favorite buy, but Jed Fish offense. Man, you look at Arizona's offense and what he did with Noah Fafita, I get it. They're going to put up points. It'll be interesting in the Big Ten, just a slower, run-heavy conference, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see. I saw like some fantasy website had Jeremiah Hunter as the number 2 projected receiver. Great receiver at Cal. He improved every single year. I don't know where he's from. Maybe California. I don't think he ever transferred before. I think he was there all 3 years. Went like 300, 500, 800 yards at Cal, transferred up to UW, and then I don't really know who else they have. They plucked a couple of true freshman kids who had never even stepped foot on campus at Arizona. Adam Muhammad should be decent. Of course, my guy, Jonah Coleman. I think they got Malachi, no, not Riley. They got some Jordan Washington, another little running back. You got both running back commits, and then the little receiver, I'm blanking on his name, little skinny dude, 4-star guy. So Will Rogers in his Mississippi State, not great, but this was like, I mean, it was 25 for the pairs. So call it like $8 a piece maybe. So Will Rogers, we'll see, just a little hold there. Cade Klubnik, I'm kind of out on Cade. He's not even in like mock drafts. Like people I think are very much out. Looks jacked in that photo. But people are very much out on him, which I get. Clemson, I don't know. I was buying stock at the end when Dabo told me to buy stock when they beat Notre Dame in overtime, I think. That was a great game. You can tell the casuals when they've never watched like a Clemson game before, when everyone just rushes the field. That's like a tradition there. So like they'll beat Charleston Southern and then they'll rush the field. Like that's just a thing that they do. So it's always funny on Twitter where you're like, oh my God, they're rushing the field for, I don't know what the tradition is, but nonetheless, Cade Klubnik, I just feel like you could list this for $19.99, see what happens. They got Georgia week 1, so not great, but maybe they win. I could see it happening in some universe. And then Ty Simpson, been buying a ton of him. I don't know. This is a gamble for sure. They've got, of course, Jalen Milroe, and then Austin Mack was the 4-star kid. He's from California. Is he the kid from Folsom? Folsom, one of the top-ranked, I think they were 25 in the country this season. So Austin Mack signed with UW. I think he's been there for a year. I don't think he was a true freshman. Maybe he was. And then followed DeBoer out. So kind of a risky play here. You don't know what's going to happen. But he stuck it out. Maybe he's going to be that guy who, sat the bench for 2-3 years and then finally gets his crack and wins a title. I don't know. DeBoer's won everywhere he's gone. He won, I think, 2 national championships in NAIA, which that's the low. D3 might be lower. I don't know. You can go back and forth. D3 can't offer scholarships. Technically, or it's all academic. NAIA can get some athletic money. Hard level of football to win at, just a low level. You're getting guys, you have to love football to go out and play NAIA ball. So just tough. Really an uphill battle, which is kind of the evaluations and the talent, compared to what you would see on a Division I level. No shade to NAIA or D3. Go get yours and go get your education. That's what I preach. But yeah, won there. Went where was he before? Eastern Washington. Won there. Went to Fresno State. 9-10 games, winning there. Championship game for UW. So he's won everywhere. I'm a little not skeptical, but I'm like, hey, Saban was the GOAT, man. You can't just replace him. But I do think DeBoer, that would be my top pick. I think if you could have picked anyone who was reasonable. So recap here. Malaysia Fulwiley, like that. I think that was like $3 for a numbered card. I think that could easily be a $10, $15 card. Same with this one. I'm buying all these I can. If you've got lots of them, I'll buy them all. Shaz Preston, man, shout out AJC, one of the best sellers on Twitter. I can't express that enough. I'm also just sour from that one seller that I'm dealing with. And then Roderick Robinson. Shout out J-Raw or Draw. I'll have to ask him right now, see how you pronounce it. But he's been a day one follower of the channel, an OG for sure. Calvin Johnson Green. Love that image. I don't know, just a cool image. People like the 2013. It's like the snow game. That one's cool. Trying to think. 2010 is a pretty sick image as well. But this one just hits a little bit different. And then a couple Inception autos. I already talked about those very recently. Psyduck, man, I'm buying graded Pokemon for $10. I don't know if I said that. $10.50, probably $11 out the door for a little slab preserved. 30-cent card, but I like the grading aspect. And then Carson Beck, Ryan's Discord. Some good deals every now and then. Trying to get into. I just can't get into Facebook. I log on to Facebook, that Bowman U group all the time. There's nothing for me. And I never check Facebook. Discord, I'm always in my Discord, my personal Discord, and I'll just go hop in. Anytime I check that, I'll go check Ryan's Discord. That's pretty much all I use the app for. But Carson Beck at $80, I think worst case I could sell. Worst case, and this is my philosophy with cards. Worst case I sell this for $90 shipped. I make $5, whatever. But I would list this for like $150. I think I could probably get out $120. Make $20-$30 on that. So that's my philosophy. And then the damage, that was disappointing, but you know what, it happens with ESE. Just got to chalk it up to the game. So for that, we'll have the clickbait title, USPS damaged my mail. Sorry. I love my post office people, and I love my post lady. She's amazing. She goes above and beyond. But nonetheless, that's it for today. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Love you. Peace.